Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu spoke at length about the plight of the sugar workers. He took some time to respond to criticisms leveled by opposition parliamentarians during their contributions to the debates earlier. Nagamutu even criticized the parliamentary opposition for championing the cause of the sugar workers, explaining that it was under the former administration that the sugar industry began to fail. Nagamutu also told the National Assembly that he has his roots in sugar, explaining while he reflected on his younger days when his parents worked on the estates. While Nagamutu did not detail government's plan for the sugar workers who will be made redundant, he urged the unions and NGOs to assist these sugar workers to move on and have better lives. In fact, he urged the unions and the sugar workers to sit down and iron out and work on a plan to help the sugar workers to move on next year. He even urged NGOs to help the sugar workers access loans, training and markets so that they can have better lives. In fact, Nagamutu said that the offsprings of sugar workers are born to be more than cane cutters. They are born to be better than their parents. He said that they now have the opportunity to attain an education and even benefit from the oil and gas sector.
The sugar workers are caught in the middle of a process that has not started today. But I will say this, that I am not happy at the manner in which all of this is being done. I think that it would be justified in saying that I had expected GAISUCO to come forward long before it contemplated sending the retrenchment or severance letters to the workers to work out their severance package and to speak to them about it. And I am pleased that Minister Jordan has since said that under GAISUCO, I believe, that severance would be paid. Even if it's not paid in full, there should be a sum, and I understand there is a sum that could be used to deal with the issue of severance. But it should have been discussed before. We should have been able to have an inventory of the workers. And I understand GAISUCO has the inventory, but it needed to go in public.
Earlier, Minister of Natural Resources Raffle Trotman and Leader of the Opposition Bar Jagdeo spoke on this very issue.
Everyone who confronted this week's newspapers must feel a sense of sadness and pain for those who have labored today, yesterday, and over the centuries for what was described at one time as the sweet of Europe. All of us, save and except our indigenous brothers and sisters, came here because of sugar. We well know the pain that was mainstream to that journey. I wish today, Mr. Speaker, to salute all of the workers and hopefully offer them a new vision that will take some time to fill, yes, but not so much time that we cannot plan now for it. Mr. Speaker, we will not abandon the right of the workers to be treated with dignity and in keeping with the provisions of the law. The government, Mr. Speaker, will not abandon you, I say to the workers, in your period of transition.
As we are here debating the budget in this National Assembly now, many of the workers at Wales are still awaiting their severance. And we're told that this coalition partner, the AFC, that has so much power and is so respected in the coalition, cannot secure the severance for the workers at Wales 1 year almost after they have received their termination letters, but is now calling on the government to make available severance for the sugar workers that they're now terminating.
So while the budget debates have concluded today, the budget estimates will commence next week Monday and continue all week. Reporting from the public buildings, I am Davina Samaru.